Hi, I'm Mariana. What you see is a woman in a black uniform balancing 3 plates of overpriced steak. But what you don't see is the MBA candidate who speaks 4 languages fluently. That's the thing about working at the Hudson Room, Manhattan's most exclusive restaurant. Customers never look past the uniform. Table 7 needs their check, and 12 just ordered another bottle of the Bordeaux. Sophia slides past me, her tray loaded with martinis. On it. How's your section tonight? Tips are good. That tech conference is in town, so lots of expense accounts. Sophia adjusts her apron. Speaking of which, your favorite customer just walked in. I glance toward the door and immediately recognize Victor Reinhardt, tech billionaire, regular customer, and world-class jerk. Great. Last time he complained that his steak was overcooked even though he ordered it well done. Better you than me. I still remember when he snapped his fingers at me like I was a dog. Mariana! Mike approaches with his clipboard. Reinhardt's here. I'm giving him to you since you're the only one who can handle him without crying. Lucky me. I should get hazard pay, I joke. That's why you're my star server. How's the MBA program going? Final semester. Just trying to stay awake during financial modeling after double shifts here. You'll be running your own company soon enough. Then you can come back and be a nightmare customer to someone else. I approach Victor's table with my professional smile. Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the Hudson Room. Victor barely glances up from his phone. Sparkling water for the table and bring the wine list. No, please, no thank you. Typical. One of his companions, a blonde woman in a tailored suit, makes eye contact. Thank you, she says quietly. I return with waters and take their drink orders. The woman is Diana, based on their conversation. The other 2 men discuss market projections in terms that remind me of my business valuation class. When I bring their drinks, Victor glances around, then switches to German. Wir sollten vorsichtig sein. Die Wanda haben Ohren, he says. His companions follow his lead, transitioning to German. Little do they know that my mother is from Munich. I grew up speaking German at home as fluently as English. Diese Übernahme muss geheim bleiben bis zum letzten Moment, Victor continues. As I place his martini down, Victor looks directly at me and says to Diana in German, Schau dir diese arme Kellnerin an. Wahrscheinlich hat sie nicht einmal einen Hochschulabschluss. Solche Leute sind so verzweifelt, dass sie alles tun würden, ihren Job zu behalten. I maintain my pleasant expression, not reacting to his words. If only he knew that I understand every word, and I'm taking mental notes about this secret takeover they're discussing. Can I get you started with some appetizers? I ask in perfect English, while inside I'm already thinking of all the ways this information might be useful. Victor orders the truffle appetizer without looking at me. And make sure it's fresh this time. I nod politely while listening to their German conversation. They're discussing acquiring a tech startup called Nextscene Solutions. Die Firma hat eine vielversprechende Key-Technologie, aber der Gründer ist naiv, Victor says. The company has promising AI technology, but the founder is naive. My pen freezes mid-order. Nextscene Solutions is my brother Alex's company. Later that night, I call Alex immediately. Hey, have you had any contact with Reinhardt Technologies recently? How'd you know? They reached out last week about a strategic partnership. Why? Don't sign anything. Victor Reinhardt was at the restaurant tonight talking about a hostile takeover of Nextscene. He's planning to steal your AI technology. What? That's impossible. We haven't even gone public with our latest innovation. He specifically mentioned your neural network design, called you naive. How do you know what he said? He switched to German, thinking no one understood. Thanks to Mom, I caught every word. The next day, I meet my friend James at a coffee shop down the street from the restaurant. He's a financial journalist who's been trying to nail Victor for years. You're kidding me, James says, nearly spilling his latte. I've been investigating Reinhardt for 6 months. He's notorious for these predatory acquisitions, but nobody can prove anything because he does all his dirty work in private. Well, he did this dirty work in front of a waitress who speaks German? This could be the break I've been looking for. What else did you hear? Not enough yet, but he's coming back tonight with investors. Sure enough, Victor returns with different associates and the same entitled attitude. This time, Diana is there too, looking increasingly uncomfortable. Diese Kellnerin is so dumb. Shall we see herumstolpert? Victor says as I serve their appetizers. This waitress is so stupid. Look how she stumbles around. I pretend to adjust their water glasses, catching Diana's eye. She looks away quickly. The breaking point comes when Victor deliberately knocks his wine glass with his elbow as I'm serving dessert. You clumsy girl! He switches to English, loud enough for the entire restaurant to hear. Look what you've done to my suit. I'm so sorry, sir, I say, grabbing napkins while Mike rushes over. This is unacceptable, Victor continues his performance. I'm meeting clients after this. It was an accident, Diana says quietly. I saw you move your arm. Victor glares at her. Excuse me? Nothing, Diana mutters, but I catch her slipping her business card under her plate as they leave. The next day, Diana meets me at a quiet cafe. I can't be seen with you, but you should know what Victor's really planning. He's going to force a stock devaluation by spreading rumors about your brother's company through dummy social media accounts. Then he'll swoop in with a lowball offer when investors panic. Why are you telling me this? Because I'm tired of his tactics. He's done this 7 times before, and I've got the documentation to prove it. I slide Diana's documents across the table to James, who whistles under his breath. This is explosive stuff. Financial manipulation, insider trading, deliberate market sabotage. But without recorded proof directly from Victor, we can't nail him. What if I could get him on tape? I suggest, thinking of Victor's loose lips when he thinks no one understands German. You'd need concrete admissions about illegal activities, not just nasty comments. I've got an idea. Victor's hosting a dinner for potential investors Thursday night. I'll make sure I'm serving their table. You'd need a professional-grade recording device. This isn't smartphone territory. Can you get one? I know a guy. But Mariana, this is risky. If Victor catches you, he's trying to destroy my brother's company and has ruined countless others. Someone needs to stop him. The next day, I text Diana. We need to talk privately. It's important. We meet at a park bench far from her office. Her eyes widen when I greet her in perfect German. Du sprichst Deutsch? She gasps. Ja, meine Mutter ist Deutsche. Ich habe alles verstanden. Was Victor gesagt hat? All this time you understood everything he said about you? Every cruel word. But now I need your help to catch him. I'm going to record him during Thursday's investor dinner. Diana pales. He'd destroy you if he found out. Not if we have insurance. Those documents you gave me? They're now in a secure location with instructions to release them if anything happens to me. You've thought this through. I have. All I need is for you to steer the conversation toward his plans for Alex's company. Get him to brag about his manipulation tactics. He does love to show off his cleverness, Diana admits. Thursday night arrives. The tiny microphone James provided sits hidden beneath my collar as I approach Victor's table of 4 potential investors. Gentlemen, welcome to the Hudson Room. Victor barely acknowledges me before switching to German. Diese Kellnerin bedient uns immer. Wahrscheinlich verliebt in mich. This waitress always serves us. Probably in love with me. I maintain my clueless expression while serving appetizers. Diana arrives fashionably late, apologizing profusely. Wir haben gerade über die Nextscene Übernahme gesprochen, Victor tells her. Soll einen von deinem Plan, wie du den Aktienkurs manipulieren wirst, Diana prompts, exactly as we rehearsed. Tell them about your plan to manipulate the stock price. Victor laughs arrogantly. Es ist so einfach. Wir haben bereits Fake-Content eingerichtet, gerückte Übersicherheitslücken in ihrer Key zu verbreiten. Dann bieten wir an, sie zu retten, for 30 cents pro dollar. It's so simple. We've already set up fake accounts to spread rumors about security flaws in their AI. Then we offer to rescue them for 30 cents on the dollar. I linger while refilling water glasses, heart pounding. Victor suddenly narrows his eyes at me. You're hovering. Why are you always at our table? My mouth goes dry. Just ensuring you have everything you need, sir. She's just doing her job, Diana interjects, then deliberately knocks her fork to the floor. Oh, could you please get me a new one? As I bend to retrieve it, Diana knocks over her water glass, creating enough commotion to completely distract Victor from his suspicion of me. So clumsy today, she laughs, giving me a subtle nod as I hurry away with my recording safely intact. 1 week later, James's expose is ready to publish, and I've requested to work Victor's regular Friday business dinner. The timing couldn't be more perfect. He's hosting potential investors for Alex's company. I approach their table with champagne, catching the tail end of Victor's pitch. Nextgen's valuation will drop significantly by Monday, he assures them in English. My sources are very reliable. I pop the cork and pour the first glass. Oui, intéressant. Welche Quellen waren das genau? How interesting. What sources would those be exactly? Victor freezes mid-sentence, champagne glass halfway to his lips. The other executives look confused. Überrascht, dass ich Deutsch spreche? I continue, surprised that I speak German? What is the meaning of this? Victor hisses, switching to English. Just thought your investors should know you're planning securities fraud. I have recordings of you discussing how you create fake accounts to spread false information about companies you want to acquire. The investors murmur uncomfortably. You were recording me? That's illegal? Actually, New York is a one-party consent state. And tomorrow morning, the SEC will have copies of everything, including Diana's documentation of your previous schemes. One investor stands abruptly. I think this meeting is over. Victor grabs my arm. You stupid girl. Do you know who I am? I'll destroy you. Take your hand off me or assault charges get added to your problems. His phone buzzes. His face goes pale as he reads the notification. Breaking news, I say. James Chen from Financial Times just published quite a story about you. The restaurant door opens and Alex walks in with two serious-looking individuals in suits. Mariana, you weren't kidding. Alex approaches our table. These agents from the SEC would like a word with you, Mr. Reinhardt. 3 weeks later, Victor's empire is in freefall. His company's stock has plummeted 70%. Major investors have fled, and he faces multiple federal charges. Diana turned state's witness in exchange for immunity. I'm packing my apartment when Alex calls. The board wants to meet you. They're impressed with how you protected the company and think you'd be perfect to head our new corporate ethics division. Are you serious? 6 figures, corner office, and you can finish your MBA on the company dime. A month later, I'm leaving my new office when I spot a familiar figure waiting by the elevator. Mariana, please. Victor looks desperate in his rumpled suit. I need your help. If you tell the prosecutors I was just joking around. The way you joked about my intelligence? Called me desperate? The court has the recordings. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please, they're taking everything. Good. The elevator arrives and I step in. Consider yourself served, by the way. What? The class action lawsuit from all the service workers you've abused over the years. Turns out a lot of people have been recording your behavior. The doors close on his shocked face. As the elevator descends, I smile at my reflection in the polished doors. From waitress to executive in 1 month. Not bad for someone who was just a desperate server. In a world where powerful people often escape consequences for their actions, was Mariana justified in orchestrating Victor's complete downfall? Or should she have shown mercy when he apologized? Would you have accepted his apology? Or do some actions deserve no forgiveness? What would you have done in Mariana's position? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this revenge story of a waitress turning the tables on a billionaire, hit that like button and subscribe for more captivating stories that explore the complexities of justice and revenge. New stories every day.